Welcome back, Cayman Islands. We are now in studio with our 2016 YCLA recipient, Mrs. Brianna Wilkerson. Welcome to Youth Flex and congratulations on becoming the YCLA recipient. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I am Brianna. My mom is from West Bay, and my dad's from the BRAC, so I am definitely Caymanian. I work as an accountant at PricewaterhouseCoopers, one of the top accounting firms, as well as I run my own business, health coaching and wellness business. That's what I do as a career, but on the side, I love working out in CrossFit. I love just hanging out with friends, cooking food. So pretty simple. Yeah, so.
So for the listeners who don't know, what is the YCLA?
So the YCLA is Young Caymanian Leadership Awards, which is hosted by the Young Caymanian Leaders Foundation, which is actually the nonprofit that it falls under. And so every year, anyone can get nominated between a certain age. I think it's 20 to 35 or 25 to 35, one of them. And it's really just about highlighting young Caymanians in the Caymanian society who are doing things to better the youth in the Cayman Islands. And so, I didn't know I was going to get nominated. And I think that's the point. The people who are trying their best to serve Cayman aren't necessarily looking to be nominated. But it's really just a way to highlight the good that's happening in Cayman, because I think we focus too much on the bad. And so to know that there are Caymanians out there who are trying to lead in some way. Yeah.
So you have to be nominated to become. How do you go along about nominating someone?
Well, you could go to the YCLA website, and you could just download the forms and nominate someone at any point, right? It doesn't have to just be like next year. So you could nominate someone right now. And then they go through a process of that person has to write a statement of support, and then you have to provide your resume and so forth. And then whoever's nominated, it goes towards in front of a selection committee to decide the top 5. Yeah. So it's actually really easy to nominate someone, but I just think that we all don't really recognize that we can. And so that's why I'm even thinking about the people I want to nominate and try to get rolling on that, because there are so many people out there in Cayman that are doing some really cool things.
So when you first made aware about being a YCLA finalist, and what was your reaction?
Well, I got told at work in the morning, and so our coordinator told us to not tell anyone yet until they kind of finalize, everyone. And that was hard. I think I was so excited, so shocked, but at the same time, I'm like, I can't tell anyone. Well, I could tell my husband, of course, but and so I think it was really humbling to see that I was nominated. I didn't expect it, and I didn't think that I qualified for it. So it was really humbling, yet at the same time scary, because it is a responsibility. So,
well, how did you feel when you heard your name being called as a YCLA recipient?
I think I was shocked, and I think I just told myself, go up there, give your speech, sit down, don't think about it, don't feel nothing, really. It was very shocking, because I didn't think I was going to win, really. So it was, and at the same time, very humbling to be given that opportunity.
Now that you are the YCLA recipient, what do you plan to do?
Well, and so I was kind of talking about earlier is that, if anyone asks for me to speak at certain things with the youth or mentorship programs and stuff like that, I would love to do that. But I think initially overall my vision is really to inspire the youth of Cayman, not just those in school, outside of school as well, young adults, to really understand that they have a purpose for their life and to really go after that purpose. Well, first find out what that purpose is and not live life meaninglessly and just kind of like, oh, I'm just going to be a lawyer because that's what's best. And really finding what they're passionate about, and really, because when you find that, you'll be doing productive things in society. You'll be giving back. You'll be having a fruitful life. And so that's one main thing that I really want to see is just anyone that I come in contact with realize that the dreams that they have for their lives can happen. It will take a lot of hard work. I'll tell you that for sure, but it can happen.
You said you have your own business. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So I started my own health coaching business back in March. It's called Made Well. And really, health coaching is just kind of holistic in the sense we do look at nutrition and fitness, but we also look at things such as stress management and sleep, because those play into a factor with your health more than you'll ever know. And then I also have incorporated like essential oils, which are just natural remedies for your health. And that came about from my own journey in my health and really seeing really understanding that I want to eat and exercise in such a ways that's sustainable, and I think there's so much diets out there, so much fad ways of doing things. I wanted to find out what was truly healthy, and by doing that I want others too. And so that's kind of how that started.
How do you think the people of Cayman can go about helping their community?
Well, again, I think it's really understanding that there are so many ways you can help, and that doesn't mean you need to do them all. I think you really need to find out what, well, first, if you're newer to it, newer to community service or helping out, try a couple things to see which one fits you best. But at the end of the day, choose one or two that you really feel passionate about and really feel like you're making an impact. So in high school, I did probably everything. And now I can't. So now I'm just trying to be more specific in the things and the ways I'm giving back. So that would be my recommendation. Just kind of try some things and then pick one or two. Because there's so many great community organizations here.
So we are in our season of commitment. What does commitment mean to you, and how do you stay committed?
That's a very interesting question, because I was actually thinking about this earlier. Just commitment to me really means understanding, having a vision for what you're committed to. Just saying, okay, what I'm committing to, we were talking about New Year's resolutions, to exercising 5 times a week, and understanding that there's going to be a result after that. And understanding, though, to get there, it takes discipline and perseverance when it's hard, because you're not going to want to exercise every day. You're not even going to want to go to school or work every day, but you want the result. And so I think for me, commitment is seeing what is the end result and being committed no matter what to taking the steps to get there. Yeah.
So do you have any advice for a person who wants to help out in the community but is unsure of what they want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're still in school, there are a lot of extracurricular activities that get you involved, not just with the school, but with the community, as well as there's some just that are community-based, like, Key Club is really a great one if you are in high school still. Kiwanis if you're out, the Rotaract. But also, a lot of churches do a lot of great things in the community. And a lot of corporations have picked up to the fact that we can't just work all the time, we need to help. And so there's a lot of social responsibility committees. And so there's so many avenues. I think it's just researching and trying one or two. And especially around the holidays, there's all kind of things happening for the community. So I think it's really key to also understand, though, that it's not just to say, hey, I'm helping people, but it's really like if you care about your island and the people here, we all have a part to play. So.
You told us what your vision is of being the YCLA recipient. What is expected of the
YCLA recipient?
Yeah.
Well, I think at the core of it is just trying to show other Caymanians that there are positive role models that are Caymanian here. Because, Cayman is filled with a lot of people from Cayman and not Cayman. And often I think some Caymanians can just be given a bad rep for different things. And so I want my best to show people that it's not just me that can be YCLA, anyone can, but that there are people who are doing amazing things in the community. All the finalists, I wish we all could be the recipient, because they're just doing such great things. And so and what's required really of me is to really position myself in places and organizations and at events where I can really influence others somehow, whether it's through a conversation or just being there, and just give them hope for whatever they want to do. Yeah.
Thank you for coming on The Flex.
Yes,
do you have
thanks for
any
having
final comments or shout outs?
I just want to say thank you guys for having me here. And I really love that youth are holding the radio show. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone that really kind of got me here, and the YCLF Foundation. And yeah, so thank you.
We'll be taking our second music break.
Our next song is Jamo's Gospel Pick of the Week as his church enjoys their annual convention. Here is Matt West with Grace Wins.